Hello, everybody. You know what makes no sense? The lights in this van. They turn on with a switch. Now they'll turn off, but when you open the door, that switch doesn't control them. It's weird. Anyways, an update. It's getting a little dark out here, and it's about 7 o'clock, probably 20 minutes to 7. And it's going to be cold tonight, so we're going to have to run the heater. I think I'm going to have to re-up my diesel fuel. I know that I got some diesel fuel last night. I got a little container. What I did was I got some lemonade, drank all the lemonade, and it's a nice square but large and heavy duty plastic container so it can contain some diesel fuel and fit in my bins in the back there. I don't know if we can see those, those on the wall there. I got some bins in the back. Well, I fill that up, and then I set the hose on the ground while no one's looking, run inside the van, dump it into the heater, and then fill that up. And so then I have some extra, a whole bottle extra. And last night I noticed that overnight, and it was only about 45, maybe almost 50 degrees last night, and the tank ran out by morning, and I didn't start it up probably until 9 o'clock. So by 6 in the morning it had run out. So I'm imagining that tonight, keeping it on a higher temperature, it's going to run out as quick, and I've only got like a quarter of the I filled it up a little bit today, so I don't know if it's gonna. I might have enough for tonight, and then just re-up tomorrow when I'm hopefully getting out of here. I made it to Sturtevant, Wisconsin, which is actually where I am right now. That's just a little bit of a side suburb of Racine, Wisconsin. Racine, Wisconsin. It's a pretty nice place. I just went down to the beach. I took some awesome pictures today. I'm on the shore of Lake Michigan. It was just really beautiful. There was a pier with all these weird little muskrat-looking things that live in the rocks that are next to the pier. It was really weird. So just fun things to do around. I got everything I needed to do today done. I got some things printed out, so I was able to clear them off the phone. There was new insurance paperwork that needed to be printed out and put in the logbook, and with the old insurance paperwork thrown away. I even did laundry. I was waiting till I got home, but laundry was really getting low and everything was dirty. And so I thought, if I find a reasonably good looking laundromat, and I did find one, decent part of town, looked pretty clean. I'm not big on everything skis me. I hate public toilets, and I hate doing my laundry in where everyone else does their laundry. Because think about this: what do people wash? What do you wash at the laundromat? You got a washer and dryer at home. But what if you got something really disgusting? You go to the laundromat because you don't want to put it in your washing machine. So that's what I always think about laundromats. But not everyone, just some people, apartment dwellers, do their stuff in laundromats. So, whatever, I did it there. I got that all done, smelling fresh and clean, hung up. So laundry's clean. The van is organized, cleaned up, junk thrown out, everything, all the crap from the last drive is gone. My eyes have cleared up. If I drive overnight, my eyes get like blurry with some gook, and I was talking about this on another video, and I got a nice soft cloth to just keep them clear. But if I go on long enough and press myself through the night, they'll really get inflamed and irritated. So they got really bad. I ended up buying some redness reliever from Walmart here, and that worked wonders, and they're feeling good. So yeah, I've eaten like, oh my god, crazy junk food. Oh my god, I really binged and did an awful thing for myself. I went and threw myself a pizza party after I got done with this load, which was a nice healthy amount of miles. And that was whole pizza I ate. This freaking stupid Little Caesars pizza, the worst of them all. I didn't even get to like a nice mom and pop place, which I was, but that would have been like way more expensive. So forget all that. And we did Chick-fil-A today, and just because we could, so whatever. Um, and then I guess the point was the diesel was what I was gonna make this video for, and it's gonna be cold, so there's gonna be definitely some some struggling to do out here in the cold of wintertime if you're not down south. So think about that if you want to be a van dweller now. However, I'm going to tell you this, which may entice you to be a van dweller. I got the earnings statement came through today. I haven't been paid. My pay won't come in until probably Monday or Tuesday. But my earnings statement came in, and it includes basically my trip the week going to Laredo and coming back from Laredo. Both times Canada to South Texas to Canada. 2 awesome long journeys. Got an awesome paycheck coming. It's double what I've made as a construction guy, probably even triple, and for some weeks. So yeah, we're talking it's a 4-digit paycheck. So it's not much over that, but it's right around that mark, and I'm very very pleased to see that what I thought was going to happen with pay actually did happen. I was curious. I was kind of apprehensive. I thought it wasn't really going to materialize. It was probably going to turn into something that was, paltry at best. Now, granted, it's a little less than that because I didn't put all the gas. See, that was after the gas was taken out. It was $598 in gas, so $600 in gas. So technically, I would have made $1,600. The paycheck would have been $1,600 had I not used any of the gas on the Comdata card. So, but that would have been gas I paid for on my end, so it wouldn't be seen. So I'd be telling you, I made $1,600, but that would be not truthful because it wouldn't be telling you what I spent, what I spent in gas. So, that being said, probably that there was probably a little bit more gas on my own personal credit card than that. It's probably really more like back down into 3 digits, more like $950 paycheck, maybe $900, but it's good enough for me. I got to catch up on some bills, so that will definitely get that up and done. So that being said, that's what I wanted to leave you with today. We're looking at a nice cold night here, and we didn't get out of Racine today, or Racine, wherever we are. I thought that we would get a load right out of here. I mean, we're near Chicago, so I can just hop skip to. I mean, there's always freight going out of Chicago, so I'm surprised, and basically by what they were saying yesterday, that they had stuff right on tap. That I'm surprised I didn't get a call today and get the heck out of here. I can't imagine me staying here through tomorrow, but at the same time, Quebec to here was a long stretch. I was worn, and I got a ton of stuff done today, plus this beautiful walk by the park and exploring some things I never saw before. So I'm cool with that. I'll definitely hang out doing that. Sounds fun to me. But tonight's going to be a little bit of a stretch. So what we're going to do is I think I'm going to go to the library, which closes at 9. So I'm going to go to the library, and at least that'll be till 9. I could go back to Planet Fitness for a couple hours to get me through 10 or 11 o'clock, and then all I'd have to do is go from 11 to 7 in the morning sleeping. I'm sure the heater will last 7 hours or 8 hours, perhaps. Now, here's the deal. Now I remembered what I also wanted to say about as soon as I mentioned Planet Fitness. I wish I could come to Racine all the time, or I wish every Planet Fitness was like this one. It must have been just built recently. The freaking showers in that place it was like not only a great shower at a gym, it was like the best shower I've ever taken in my life. I can't even believe it. Just to try to describe it to you, first of all, I'll compare it to an older, crappier one that I just took a shower in, one that I wouldn't even take a shower in, and then this one. First of all, the last one I showered in was an older one, so they've got like a fiberglass shower. There's like a there's like a just they're very tiny. So if you're if you're not careful, you're gonna be touching the walls and everything. And you got to be careful if they're not cleaning those places. If you see any pink stuff, a bathroom funk can get a little pink. You'll see it on your shower curtains sometimes. That's staph, as far as I've ever been told. That can lead to some bad skin stuff on your skin. If you want Orsa, or if you've ever heard of MRSA or Orsa, it's bad, and I've had that one time. It's really tough and can be hard to cure. They say the skin is an organ, and it's one of the least understood organs on your entire body. So that being said, you got to be careful. That leads to a little paranoia, let's just say. And so in those showers, you don't really want to move around. There's when you're done, you're basically left to just kind of get out of there. You got a place to hang your towel. That gym wasn't spectacularly clean, and and whatever. You just are cramped, and it's tight quarters, and you just get in and get out, and you're glad to have taken a shower and whatnot, and you're still happy you took a shower, so it's like whatever. But then I went to another Planet Fitness, and where I was going to take a leak, you could just kind of look around and see that the corners of things weren't clean, and just the way they had built the place and constructed it left it to getting crummy corners and stuff that would be hard to clean for anyone anyways. So you can see how it was getting kind of funked up and crappy. So that being said, I knew it was older, didn't look that fresh and clean, so I just didn't even take a shower there. There was another one in town. I didn't even go inside of that one because it was another one built into a plaza. I just wasn't sure it would be good and new or anything. So, but it might have been actually okay, because this one was built into a mall. And I thought, oh, this could be another old one. You never know what you'll find when you go into them. And I could tell, though, when I walked into the locker room instantly that this was a new one. You could tell by just the style. You can just look around and see a couple things. So anyways, for this gym, this one is an all-star Planet Fitness one, because they had more machines than other ones had. They had better, more modern walking machines. The locker rooms were new, updated. The lockers were new, and the shower area. Let me tell you about this. They got it set up just right. The more they go into the future, the better they get at building these things for what they're trying to do, which is basically make it so it just stays clean with about the same amount of maintenance that anybody's gonna always ever give it. So here's how they did it. They got the place tiled with brown tiling. The shower area, there's no more fiberglass to collect funky corners and have crappy caulk everywhere. There's just tile. It's a big square area of tile, and when you create it like that, it lessens areas for mold and dirt to accumulate. It's just a square. There's nothing to clean except a wall, and then there's a little cubby hole to put your stuff in. There's no rusty hanging thing or anything to get rusty, or like one of them had a little thing hanging to put your soap on. None of that. So on top of that, the showers, they were like deep. They were like 6 feet deep and 12 feet tall. So they just had this cavernous feel, big. The ground was flat. There was nothing to step over. So there was nothing for the dirt to collect to. It was just a sloped area with a drain, all tiled, chocolate brown kind of tiles, so that probably hides any funkiness, any dirt. But you could tell the shower curtains were either brand new or just well kept and cleaned. There was a room to hang your stuff inside the shower area, so in theory, like there was one of those little stalls across from the shower area where you can shower up, or dress or undress or whatever to go and hop over to the showers. But you didn't even need that. I could have actually hung my gym bag right on the hook inside the shower bay. It was far enough away from the water that it wouldn't have gotten wet, because my towel didn't get wet where it was hanging, and a shirt that I set on there didn't get wet. The shower head was one of those rain ones that hangs directly over you. It doesn't come from the wall with a curvy thing. I don't know what it is about that, but it's just way better than it just dumps a ton of water straight on you. Just feels like you're getting rinsed clean. It's the best feeling ever. Then for a second spray, so you could like do under your armpits and stuff, there was this square that came from the wall about neck high. And they both had their own separate control, so you could control the heat. I had one for a while. I had the top one spraying really hot, and this one spraying really cool. So it was like where this one wouldn't burn you because that one was cooling you down, but it was like the greatest feeling ever. Then I switched them. Oh my God, like without trying to get too graphic here about me in the shower, right? But oh my God, it was the best. The best. Very relaxing. And just felt clean. It didn't feel like I was at risk of, contacting anything that had some built-in, funk. So totally awesome. Totally outstanding shower. I hope I find a lot more of those in the future. So that was my day here in Racine, Wisconsin. Hopefully we get out of here tomorrow. And we're going to keep on trucking, it looks like, because if we stay busy, the pay is good. Now, what might happen is this pay might have to cover my next week's pay, which isn't going to be very good because I sat for 4 days. So I think that I did have a couple other jobs it's not just one crappy run. I think there was 1 or 2 on there, so it might be a reasonable paycheck. And then we'll have another good paycheck because of this Quebec run to Quebec and then from Quebec. So where did I go? I went from Davenport, River Grove to Quebec, which was 700 or 800 miles, and then Quebec to here, which on some maps said 1,000 miles. So that's always a good run if you can get it 1,000 miles, and that's really good. So okay, everybody, I'll talk to you soon. We're actually, speaking of miles, I should get my paperwork out and tally up the miles and see what exactly I did. How much overage I went over the Google Maps, because you pretty much get paid, I believe, on the Google Maps. And so what happens is if there's you miss a highway exit, which I did. I think I took a different highway somewhere. At some point, I had my maps set for no tolls, because if you set it for accepting toll highways in Canada, sometimes it's going to route you through the 407, and nobody pays the tolls on the 407 because it's way too expensive. So I set it off there, but then through Chicago, it routed me center city, and I think it would have routed me around the city on the toll highways a little faster if I had gone with set it up for tolls. So I spent a little extra time, but it might have saved me miles, so I don't know, on my way here. So be wary of that. Know about your phone settings as you're driving. And I think I told you about my gas fiasco in Toronto, so I'm going to end the video there. Ask in the comments if you want to read about how the hell... Oh, yeah, I did. I remember telling you about now how hellacious it was getting gas late at night in Toronto. Okay, everyone, have a great time. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and tell me about what I'm doing right and wrong on this channel. See you soon.